Honestly, I don't think the airport wants this to be an attraction.
Millions of Americans have taxied down runway 5 in Atlanta, but few notice what's right outside the plane window. See the generations buried beneath those wings.
You are taxiing down the runway, ready for takeoff, when you look out the window and you actually see tombstones. See how Atlanta's airport became a final resting place.
Is it reason to worry or just a piece of history? See why those who watch closely will see tombstones as they taxi down a runway in Atlanta.
Fly in or out of Atlanta's airport and you will be soaring through an air of mystery. See how people in Georgia came to be buried along runway 5. For the past year, it's been America's busiest airport, but odds are each time you took off from or landed at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta, you missed what was right under your wings. Reporter Jeremy Campbell shows us the surprise that's escaped millions of traveling Americans.
Welcome to the world's busiest airport. It's been said that you may not know where you're going after you die, but you can count on a layover in Atlanta. About 400 people never leave here. They've made Hartsfield-Jackson their final destination, just beyond the runway. What's weird about this old cemetery is where it's located. It's in the middle of the Atlanta airport.
It's full of burials in spite of what it looks like.
So when we walked up, I thought maybe 20 graves.
Exactly.
But there's more than that.
Like 88 or 90, I forget, something like that, yeah.
Tommy Jones says he's related to most everyone buried here.
This is my great-great-grandmother, Eleanor Brown Hart, and she was the first burial here. Died in 1860, typhoid or something like that.
Back then, this was her quiet family farm. Now, 11 million passengers fly over her grave every year. Hartsfield-Jackson is final resting place for hundreds of people with 2 cemeteries by runway 5. And if seeing tombstones at the world's busiest airport has you saying, well, that was weird, just think about what this area used to be not so long ago.
These were neighborhoods before they were runways. As the airport expanded over 40, 50 years, it was gradually sort of consuming homes, businesses, and cemeteries.
If you're coming to the airport and you see tombstones, most people don't expect to see that.
Honestly, I don't think the airport wants this to be an attraction. It's sort of a grim story, to think about a tiny rural cemetery gradually being swallowed by transportation infrastructure.
These cemeteries, they do turn into, who are they? Folks take care of their parents' graves, that generation. Get one more generation removed and it's less and less likely.
You think of all the thousands of passengers that fly by.
That never notice it.
Have no idea.
If you look, if you're coming in on the 5th runway and know to look, you see the magnolias. That's the thing you notice.
With yet another airport expansion in the works for Hartsfield-Jackson, the gravestones may seem even more hidden within the growing flight path.
The airport's ever expanding, ever changing, and I wonder if, someday this will be erased. We're kind of documenting it today, but who knows what it'll look like in the future.
And who knows if one day a new generation will glance at this unlikely final resting place by runway 5 and say, well, that was weird.
And you can check out more photos from those grave sites, plus learn how the airport is keeping them open to the community at WBIR.com. Thanks so much for watching 10 News at 5. 10 News at 6 starts right now.